Hello, it's John. Patch, my dog, my papillon. I say I'm his guardian, right? We don't own pets. So here, down here, all the way, here is the stone circle of, I think it's called Duds, and it's the 5 stones. Hang on, let me go back to it. So yeah, we're in it looks really far away on camera, but I don't even think it's half a mile. Come on, Petch. Apologies for the wind and how that's affecting the microphone. But yeah, I wanted to share this beautiful scenery because the stone circle is quite busy at the moment. But I have this funny feeling that when I turn up, they're going to leave or thereabouts. I like people. I especially like people that visit stone circles. That's really cool. Look at this field. It's beautiful. Isn't it just perfect for crop circles? Yeah, I really love people, and I really love people that visit stone circles. So I feel like the people there are my people. But just a really lovely walk as I was walking along this track here, feeling the vibes, very powerful, because we're walking up just from close to where is it a village, maybe even smaller, like a hamlet, but just a really beautiful feeling, and a ceremony. It feels like a ceremony that the people that built the stones here would walk up for special occasions, including the ceremonies. And as we're getting closer now, and I can see the people wandering around, I don't think you can see it yet, I'm just conscious of asking, before I forget, asking the land, the elementals that service this area. Patch is doing a poo here. Just asking permission to connect with the land, connect with the beautiful stones here in the stone circle. And I'd love to experience the magic of this location, please. And I just picked up Patch's poo, which I'm sure you're really excited to hear about. And I just wanted to share some of the challenges that go through my mind about not coming here. So this is a last-minute trip. It's only an hour from where I live, and I've never been here in my life. The walk's lovely, and I've got Patch to thank, because when we pulled up here, first of all, GPS tried to take me to completely the wrong place. I think it was trying to take me up a track to actually drive up there, and as you can see from this track, it might look flat on camera, but it is absolutely not flat, and my camper van would struggle. And a lot of vehicles up here anyway. But also, it's still, I think, another 2.5 hours before I do my first client session. Within that, I just need to go here, make lunch, drive 10 minutes to get to the place that I'm likely staying at tonight, eat my lunch, and then do my 2 client sessions. Are both recorded. And I've got 2 days. One of the big catalysts for coming out today was and going on this trip was because you guys have booked remote recorded sessions, and they've aligned as it would happen. Oh, I love this look when the clouds are swooping across the fields. That's just so magical. The fields become like oceans, which I just really love, and everything for a reason. So yeah, there's all these things going through my mind. I even thought, oh, it's too busy, I'll come back later, I'll come back when there's not people here. And you know what, I can come back later, but why not just go now? I'm already here, and so I've got Patch to thank, because he was desperate to go out for a walk. So I was like, okay, that's fine, let's do that. Okay, we're on the final stretch, and just a big shout out, thank you to the landowner. This is private land here. And you've given your permission for paths to be supported and maintained, and to allow us to come up here, and that they may withdraw that at any time. So thank you, massive thank you. And if it wasn't those big beetles, if it wasn't for you allowing us to come here, we wouldn't be able to experience this beautiful heritage. It seems funny as a concept that you can buy land that has these beautiful ancient monuments, and yet you don't, you know, do you really own it? When it's been created thousands of years ago. It fascinates me. Okay, Patch. So his stones are literally just up there. You can probably see them. We're almost there, guys. Almost. And here we are at the standing stones. Apologies for the wind noise. So I did ask permission to enter the circle, which was really magical. The first stone that I went over to see was this one here. And when I touched it, it had this, I guess you describe it as a voice recording. It felt like a druid or light language. And it speaks of alignment out in this direction, which is where the stone also faces, and sharing that there is alignment with where I live up that direction somewhere. Apparently, I would need to check a map, but that's what the stones say. Let's take a look at these stones in more detail. There's a beautiful weathering to them, almost like they've been, like it's an acidic rain. Isn't that beautiful? Some beautiful lens flare too. And I do wonder if this mound was part of a, like if it was actually created. And the smallest stone here, I think the largest stone is just the one to the right. Patch loves the smell here. There does feel like there was more stones before, that this was a larger site, so possibly the inner ring of larger stones. And there may have been some movement with these stones here. Oh, and look at this. It's like the space where someone would put their hand or pour liquid like wine into it. And then this is the tallest stone. And look at these. Really beautiful. Some people put some coins inside. The stones were also saying that so this site will be active again soon. And one of the things that they help with is the sun's energy and the absorption into the ley lines, which I feel is a really magical ability. Yeah, it's stunning. Let's take a look at this stone patch. Another wee one on the ground. And it's funny how they've eroded in a similar way. They must weigh a lot, these stones. Not quite sure how they place them here. And you don't need to be psychic to know that you're here for a reason, John. I did see glimpses of me witnessing a UFO here. So now that I'm stood in this beautiful circle, I would like to welcome any galactic brothers and sisters who have the highest good, love and compassion of all in their hearts, in particular Patch and I. Any interdimensional beings, any of our ancestors that choose. Oh, it's fascinating. They're saying, the stones are saying I should stand here, and there is a little stone here. There's a couple of little stones marking this space. This feels like where there was another stone, so I'm just to stand on this spot, just here. Let's take a moment to experience this beauty. Amatara soromo chimo takarma emiya. I hereby prepare this beautiful stone circle for its grid activation. Dan karama uno toromo shiminia. As this sun is high in the sky, we celebrate this time while all our ancestors rejoice in these moments of reactivation. Dana karama indo rama. With this dragon-like language, I help activate, bring the remembrance of those that built this back to life, to help support Mother Gaia and her nervous system, her chakras, this energetic grid. Tamara Darasanga Maraya Umara Inara Ma. Thank you, stones, for allowing me to be part of this. As I circle around you once more, we rejoice in our ancestors and the connectedness between the sites and the beauty. My hands are full, or I'll be touching these touching these beautiful stones more. Just incredible. Each one of these stones is living, has consciousness. There is a sleepiness to them, but they are awakening. I feel they remember me. If you're seeing anything on camera that I haven't mentioned in the audio just now, please do share in the comments. It's a lot to take in. And of course, the people would leave as I turn up. There must have been 3 or 4 groups of people, I think 4 groups of people. Thank you for leaving this beautiful space for our ancestors. I don't know the directions. My guess is that north is about that way. East. South. It's the Cheviot Hills, I think they're called. And west. I would need to look up its alignment here. They're just stunning. And this big stone, such a powerhouse. This stone has stood as a protector of the site. It's also spoken to the owner here and asked that this site be open. And for all the thousands of people that have visited here, these stones watch over us as busy little ants, weathering every storm, every change in the land and our atmosphere. And right now I feel very charged. It's really beautiful. Just savoring this moment. I could spend a lifetime here. Perhaps I have spent a lifetime here before. I know the area well. To put my head against that stone, wow. It feels I'm being held. Thank you. I could cry. I feel so blessed to live here, to live in Scotland. What an incredible location. I love this country. I love this planet. I love these beautiful sacred spaces. I love visiting standing stones. and feeling so held. I think Patch quite likes it. Are there any messages from the stones at this time? They talk, the most the stones talk of is alignment, and that their purpose is bringing balance and alignment. So those that come here can experience alignment, and also this helps with the alignment, this site helps with the alignment of the earth. And I feel directly in this direction, straight ahead, is a ley line that runs into the site. There are multiple, not quite north, south, east, west. I would say over this direction is where the rose line branches off, and part of it comes up over here. The rose line, the heart connection of Mother Gaia. Well, I feel our time is coming up, which is funny because I'm in no rush and there's no one coming. Let's just do one last pan around here. I don't know if I'll be back, maybe I will. But just stunning, and thank you for waiting for me, stones. Thank you for waiting for me to come back. To all our ancestors that built it. And just these, can I zoom out and show you these beautiful hills? Or zoom in, should I say. Look at these hills. I believe they're called the Cheviots. It's down at the very, we're down at the very Scottish borders with England. And just a very magical place. So as I zoom out and just say thank you, I send so much love to this site. I thank you for your beautiful gift that you give to this world. Thank you for all those who have made sacrifices to allow us to be here at this time. And thank you to the keystone and all the stones here. Thank you so much. And with this, we will leave. And I feel I'm to touch this stone here as I leave. Thank you. It says to me, I'm the exit stone. I love that. Excuse me. Which is funny because it was the big one on the right that said I should ask permission. There is also more to discover underground here. That's exciting, isn't it? As I walk this way, you'll see behind me. But yeah, I almost didn't come. I say almost. There's a long list of reasons why not to do this, right? I could have been having a nice cheese toastie at home and just taking Patch for a local walk. My wife and daughter at home, and yet I feel that I still have work to do today, which is true. I have about 3 or so hours of work, 2 remote recording sessions, and a newsletter to write. And it'd be great. I could use some stills from here. Maybe I could take some photos with this. I love seeing a path and a hill. It reminds me of Stonehenge. Stonehenge feels raised up. And it is 5 stones. There's one just hiding behind the big one there. And the site's called the 5 Duds 5 stones, I think it's called. And it's Dudds, I think. Wow. Just phenomenal. And Patch is doing this thing where he always wants to walk in front and then slows right down. what do you call it, brake checking. That's what he's doing. He's brake checking me. He's just adorable. But thank you, Patch, for encouraging me to come out. Just stunning. And thank you to these the stone circle. It says you can't come up. You can only come up here in daylight, which makes a lot of sense. I think in parks you get lost, and I guess the owner doesn't want you snooping around in their fields at night, chasing ghosts. One experience, it was around about this distance, just as I turned the corner and started coming up this path, was that I saw around the stone circle a group of beings in just totally surrounding the circle. A group of beings, yeah, they're still there, in dark cloaks, like jet black cloaks, and their hoods up. Come on, Patch. That was fascinating. And I asked, who are they? What are they doing there? As you do. And I said, because I'm not going to stop, I'm still going to come up. Is that okay? And they said they are protectors. It feels, how can I describe it, somewhere between beings being conscious and also a memory. Like stone tape theory describes the recording of energy in matter, in stones and in the land and walls and buildings. So that was a really interesting experience. And I asked permission to enter, and they said yes. They said they're really protectors of the site, and they're only really activated when low vibration beings are in the vicinity. And I increasingly correct myself, saying, to help with the challenges that we have with duality, and say that, we're all equal beings. We all choose our frequency. So it's more that we're not negative or low vibration beings. It's just that we're a being that is choosing in that moment to be of low vibration, to have a fearful or greedy or hateful emotion in their hearts at that time. And emotions are intentions. Come on, Patch. He just loves it here. Well, this will be just about the final goodbye to Stone Circle. Thank you. Come on, Patch. It would be lovely to let him off the lead here, but you're not allowed to. And also, he would never come. There's lots of dogs clearly come here, so he loves stopping and sniffing constantly. And the path is opened up here. As oops, I'm stumbling around a bit. As I was enjoying this walk just along here, there was a deer, or probably a stag, a young stag. What do you call them, bucks? I don't know, maybe. I see them a lot, you think I should know. And it had his head stuck out of the field, out of the grass here. And it was so funny to watch, because it looked just like it was so still, like not even its ears were twitching. And I was staring at it the whole time, and it was tracking me. It was just about in the center there, the center of your view. And I wish I'd turned on the camera and zoomed in, because it was really cute. And it what, none of these things are, by accident, right? It's like, oh, this happened and this happened. It's like, yeah, this happened because this happened. There's great meaning and purpose behind these things. And it felt that the message from the deer was to be graceful. I was going to use the word stealthy, but stealthy implies that I was wanting to hide something. And yeah, it was funny. The people that were up there, they weren't the chattiest a bunch. Wouldn't really make eye contact, but they were definitely touched by the experience, and perhaps, and lightly, lost in the experience, which is just beautiful, right? I love that we do that as humans. Make the effort to come visit these sacred sites and with an open heart, and just experience the magic. I also feel the interconnectedness here, especially here as I'm walking between these different sites. So there's Neolithic stone out here. I can look up, I don't really do a lot of research these places, and in part I find that really helpful because it leaves me very open to learning my own truth about it, which I love. But I will look up and see what our modern thoughts are on how old the stone circle is, and they really don't know. I mean, not to dismiss archaeology. I mean, it's a really important activity, right? And really science. And what I love is, excuse me if you heard that on on the microphone. What amazes me is there's so much we just don't know. You know, we often date these by styles of positions of stones, and we don't know if it's one race or species, you know, mimicking another. We don't even know if humans built these or not, but we'll often find burial sites nearby, weapons, sometimes even coins, pottery, and date those. And so they'll date the site, and the ranges are often massive, right? It's like, oh, you know, within that several thousand years. Can you imagine if you got some of that dating today? So how old are you? Well, give or take, you know, a couple of thousand years. I'm 48 or 2048. You decide. Take a look at my clothing if you want. Maybe that'd help. But yeah, I do feel. This isn't to give a pop at archaeology. Like it does really fascinate me, and I feel that it's important to bring together all this information, and perhaps with our continued opening hearts, and our nice butterfly. Just I say opening hearts, and our technology is advancing, that we will, you know, use more of a kind of crowd approach, a collective approach to learning the truths of these experiences. Because I feel that's so powerful to be able to, you know, connect with past lives, use our psychic abilities in the present, to do meditations there, to talk to the stones themselves and ask them, dowsing, scanning underground, you know, measuring electromagnetic fields, visiting at night when it's quieter, hearing some dogs barking in the very far distance. So yeah, it's just wonderful. And it's very, very hot here. Anyway, I'm going to save my battery. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Sending so much love. Wow. That was just incredible. We just got back to the camper van after visiting the standing stones, and I feel very revitalized. I feel quite excited, and just this fire, this energy bursting in my heart. Not in a painful way or anything like that, just pushing my heart chakra up to its fullness, feeling my heart is full. And you know, so much of this is about me living my dream life, right? And it's so easy for me to not do that, to just go, oh well, you know, I've got enough work to do today and I'll just stay at home. But this is what life is all about. It's about going on adventures, and sometimes adventures are at home and sometimes they're away from home. And I'm also about to spend the weekend camping with my family, and then we're going on holiday as well together shortly after that. So there's a lot of intense time, and you know, we all benefit from being apart from each other as well. So I don't feel guilty. Patch had an amazing walk, his best lunchtime walk. He absolutely loved it. And we met this this lovely woman. We approached the fence here, and let me just show you the place where we parked. It's down this beautiful lane. You can just see down there. She shouted to me from a distance and said, "He's very friendly," talking about her dog. It's this really cute little brown sausage dog, and I just said, "So is he," which is true to other sausage dogs, other sausage dogs. And when I looked at her dog and I just said to her about her dog, I said, just gorgeous. And she looked at me very intensely and said, "It is gorgeous, isn't it? What a gorgeous day." And in quite a deep voice. And I was like, wow, that was a really beautiful experience. I feel that she was responding somewhat to my energy, you know, that I was just really excited. I am really excited. So yeah, let's see. Looking forward to just stringing all these videos together. Don't worry, I won't have edited them. I'll just put them all together in sequence and uploaded them. And yeah, really excited for today. So we're going to head over now to our park up for the afternoon and likely nighttime. And I've got 2 client sessions to do and a newsletter. So excited for that. So looking forward to sharing more magic. Thank you so much. Sending love. Bye.